I'm going to show you the fastest way to organize your contacts. So what I find is a lot of people tend to put this off because it feels such a big task, right? And so what they want to do is basically organize themselves before, for example, if they're going to move forward with us or put together a CRM or implement the ultimate follow-up machine, which is what we teach. Either way, it just is something they push off. Like, let me get my stuff together. Let me organize this. Then I'll do my follow-up. Then I'll start putting my CRM together and so forth and so on. And what I like to compare that to is, let me wash the dishes before putting them in the dishwasher, or let me clean the house before the cleaning people come, right? So what I found is that is actually the worst thing to do, is to put it off. In fact, the best thing to do is move forward and use the strategy I'm going to teach you right now in this video to basically leverage your database as quickly as possible by simply focusing on the 80-20 of your database. So what does that mean? Well, there's a principle called the 80-20 principle that basically states that 80% of your results are from 20% of your effort, or 20% your investment, or whatever it is, or 20% or less. So it actually could be 10% or 5% or whatnot. And what that means for your database is, if you have 1,000 contacts, less than 200 of those contacts are going to be responsible for 80% of your results. And so I'm going to take you through what I found is the fastest way to go in and get the basic leverage that 80-20 rule to organize your database or your contacts. And you could do this in anything. You could do it in your CRM, which I would recommend having a CRM, or you could do it quickly using an Excel or Google Sheet or whatever you want to do. So the first step is your clients and customers. This means, who are your current customers and clients that you're currently working with right this second. Now, most likely you're not working with a ton of people all at the same moment right now. All right. These are not past clients and customers. These are active, like who you're actively working with at the moment. So depending on your industry and your business, for example, if you're in real estate, maybe you're showing houses to buyers or something, or you're listing a listing, and those would be active customers. Or if you're in insurance, right? Maybe you're providing, you just signed a deal, you're working on a quote, whatever the case may be. Those things tend to go very short, whereas a real estate deal might take 30 days, 2 months. Maybe for you, a customer just happens for one day. But if you are onboarding or you're doing any process in which you're working with customers, that would be where you start and just pick them out. Who are your customers right now? The next section is going to be your hot leads. Who are the leads that you're working or you're talking to or you've had appointments with that are pretty much ready to go any moment now, right? Any day. It's just a matter of maybe having a conversation or a final appointment or whatnot, or maybe just following up on that to see what's the next step. From there, you've got new leads. Okay, so next with your new leads, well, I don't say all new leads. I'm going to say your recent ones. So maybe what are the new leads that you've received within the last week or two? For some of you, that might be something you can count on your hand, 5, right? Or it could be 50, whatever it is, depending on your business and what you're doing, generate leads. You're basically going to be like, okay, let's basically tag these or mark those. And again, whether you're doing this in a CRM, maybe you're using a tag or a category or something, or if you're doing this in a Google Sheet, maybe you're just simply in a column putting these things, clients, working with, or hot leads, or whatever. You can use these labels there as well. The next step is going to be your past clients. Now, this is anyone you've worked with or provided services to in the past, or depending how your business works, it could be potentially active they're not actively working. Like, you don't necessarily have to do something with them specifically right now. Like if you had a subscription, for example, that could be a good idea. Or if you had done work for someone, an installation, or help someone sell or buy or get a policy or whatever the case could be. It could be any of these things. These are clients who have worked with you in the past, basically paid you money in some way. So clients and customers, I guess, would be that one. And then you find those. There's probably not as many, right? So it's going to be a lot easier to organize, especially if you can pull them out of some other source or some other database, or you can export all the sales you've had or appointments or proposals or whatever it may be that makes sense for your business. Then next, we've got our sphere. Now, this may not apply to every business, but there are some of you where you do market to and you do basically sell to your sphere. These are people like friends and family or coworkers and things like that. So if that's relevant, then you really probably just go through your phone, right? And you'll find most of your sphere in there. And so this is going to be essentially your 20%. All right. This is going to be it right here. This is where 80% of your business is going to come from? More likely, it's going to come from these people, right? It's going to be your hot leads, your serious buyers, the new leads that are coming in, obviously, your customers, and obviously you want to be working your existing people too. So when it comes to organizing your database, if you just started with these 5 basically categories of people or contacts in the realm of your database, then that is enough. You don't have to really worry so much about organizing anything further than that, because when it comes to your marketing, typically what we teach is you kind of have, like, let's say we're sending email marketing or campaigns or something. Usually the most common separation of those is going to be, or the segment is going to be, customers and non-customers, right? As far as the type of content and stuff they're going to get. So when you think about this category, it's just splitting up these people, because that's going to let you kind of go in and attack those a certain way versus everybody else. So let's look at everybody else and the people you're not going to worry about organizing. There's still tons of money in there. It's just you're not going to really go in and organize them, because there's really no benefit to spending the time on organizing these ones. And that is going to be your leads that said we'll do something later. So these are the people maybe that were you had conversations with, you talked to, whatever. They said maybe next year, maybe later this year, maybe in a couple months or whatever it is. Because we don't know, what their intention is. Maybe that's true. Maybe they don't have the money now. Maybe they're not ready now. Whatever. Or maybe they're just blowing you off, right? Who knows? And then we've got the new leads, which are old now because maybe you never followed up. So, if they're over a couple weeks, we're not really going to go and these are usually what people have that are just like a giant mess of leads, right? It kind of reminds me of I'll show you an example. Like, see this little Lego? This is what it is, right? We're not going to worry about organizing those right now. It's not necessary. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to take these leads right here, or these contacts, or the ones that are just unknown, right? If we have ones that are just unknown, we don't know where they came from or anything like that. What we're going to do is we're actually just going to put all of these here. We're going to put all of these into some kind of nurture sequence, meaning they didn't answer, they didn't reply to maybe messages or any of that stuff. We're just going to throw all these leads, all these contacts, anything that we have into some kind of nurture sequence, which is essentially not even a sequence. It's just, you're just marketing, just like maybe you're watching this email. Maybe you're in my nurture, right? You were a lead in the past and you didn't take action or whatever. Or maybe you're a client and I'm sharing this video with you. Either way, the point is that is the idea. So this is where everybody gets caught up in organizing their database, are usually in this one right here. And what I'm telling you is don't even worry about organizing those. Just go ahead and throw them into something like the ultimate follow-up machine. As an example, what does that mean? Well, maybe I'll put a link or something around this video, possibly, that goes into that. But that's ultimately what we do with these leads. We just throw them in the ultimate follow machine and we let the machine churn out what's real and what's not, right? So that is it. That is the fastest way to basically organize your contacts and the best way to spend your time to find the most value in your database. Hopefully that's helpful. And if I can help in any other way, just let me know. I'm Wesley Rocha, the creator of the Ultimate Follow Machine, which is a system to basically run your business, your marketing, with the core or the basis of follow-up being that. Anyway, if you'd like to learn more, check it out. Otherwise, thank you, and I'll see you in another video. Have a good one.